I hope they don't think I'm asking a question.
Question?
What was the best thing about filming Game of Thrones?
Kerry Ingram. Missing school. And Aimee Richardson.
Learning to ride a horse for me. That was my good thing.
Learning and failing to fire a bow and arrow. You can see one shot of me firing at 400 yards. But between us, Edmund and I had about 40 takes. There is, with the thing coming off the end and falling in the water, or even falling off. As you pull it back, it just fell by your feet. It was frankly humiliating. But there you go.
Next question? Don't be shy. Yeah. Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
If you can bring back one character other than yourself, who would bring back?
Good question.
Let's start.
Yeah.
Good question, because everybody dies. Yeah, well, I mean, gotta be. I'd probably go for Ned Stark too, I guess.
Hey, it'd be really cool to have an episode where everybody who is alive is dead, and everybody who's dead is alive. It's like a Walking Dead episode.
Spin-off.
Yeah.
Jon Snow. Oh no, he's come back already. Ned Stark, I think. Some good people would be good in Game of Thrones. They're mostly suspect.
Next question. Did you have a question as well?
What's the worst thing about filming Game of Thrones?
Oh, the worst thing about filming Game of Thrones is, I think for myself, it's, I'll be honest with you, it is putting my contact lenses in. They are massive, they cover my whole eyeballs, so I need an optometrist to put them in. And it's agony, and I'm a big baby about it, and I have to be alone with the optometrist, and I get very upset. I get very boo-hoo-hoo, and I get very tetchy, so that's the worst.
There wasn't really that much bad about it. I think the early call times, just 3 hours of makeup, I was always very much in first. Every time I was needed, and then I would get a bit salty about everyone else coming in 3 hours after me, like, so early, and I'm like, is it now? Being recast. Yeah.
Wearing a costume for 15 hours, 12 hours in a very hot studio with 700 other people, getting very, very, very moist.
Yes.
What house would you be in if you had the choice?
I'd be in the Real Housewives of Orange County.
Well, not House Baratheon, I can tell you that one. Like yeah, I kind of think that I'd like to say Stark because I'd like to be good, but then I think you can't really turn by dragons, can you? So probably. Dragons have really cool hair. And don't they have purple eyes in the books too? Yeah. I mean, come on. That's just like the whole package. Yeah. Dragons, purple eyes, and like amazing hair. Any more questions?
Yeah.
You could kill any character in Game of Thrones, who would you kill and how?
Ooh.
Sure. Because Ramsay got killed last season. And that would kind of be the big one. And then obviously Joffrey. I really don't know. That's a hard one. Because there's so many dreadful people in it. Kind of hard to know really who won. But I'd say if Ramsay was still alive, it would just dreadfully slowly. I would.
My nephew Edmure, apart from being a clown, just being a horrible human being, betraying our family. Oh, but I drop him from the highest part of the castle with something around his feet.
He's thought about this.
Well, because I'm such a kind of fantasy character, maybe it'd be great if I could kill a fantasy character, like a dragon, slay a dragon, like a big battle between White Walkers and dragons. That'd be cool. Fire and ice.
I'd watch that.
Let's do it. Yes,
Who do you want to win the Game of Thrones?
me.
I would have said Hodor. I kind of crushed my hopes and dreams with that one. But Tyrion. I think that I'd like to see them remaining dark children kind of good. I think Rand's a really powerful character, and then obviously I like them more. Ask me about my feminist agenda. So yeah, I'd like the Stark kids to come back.
Exactly the same answer. And it'll probably be when they're 30 years old. It'll take that long, not just too serious.
I've got a question. So, when you're doing, and you're all kitted out in, the armour and the heavy dresses and settings, how difficult is it, or what sort of things, awkward when you're trying to play a role?
Going to the toilet.
Yeah, I was just saying, going to the toilet is the hardest thing in my outfit. Yeah, toilet breaks.
And for me, well, I don't know about you as well, Tim.
Yeah, eating can be a mess. I can't eat with my hands really because I'm just covered in makeup.
For me, it was because it only went over one side of my mouth. So I would literally have, A, I'd have to drink everything through a straw. And then B, I would have to eat everything like that. Yeah, I'd say it's probably going to the toilet because you always have to have someone costume come with you. And that was kind of me at that. Like, on your first date meeting this girl, like, accompanying you in the toilet is a little bit slightly uncomfortable. But you better get very close very fast. So it's alright.
Wearing a heavy costume is fine for a bit, but after you take it off, or after you've sat down and have to stand up again, you begin to find that different parts of your body, rather like as if you've been doing physical exercise. You're not really doing physical exercise, you're walking and standing, and you ache. Different parts of your body which normally don't ache. I won't go into that.
Yeah, I also had in the last season that I worked on 2, 3, 4, I had a big plate of armor on my front and back that was kind of, like I was kind of tied into it, so I couldn't take it off in between breaks. So I was wearing it for a good 4 or 5 hours at a time, and it hurts being that upright all the time. It really just is relentless, especially if you're riding a horse too. It's like bang, 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 bang. And then going to the toilet is even harder. It's like, ouch. Yes.
If you could play a character in another fantasy program, what would it be?
Doctor Who. I'd love to be a very old Doctor Who.
Yeah, Yeah, I grew up watching Scooby-Doo and loved all the monsters in Scooby-Doo, and always, bothered my mom and dad saying, when I grow up, I'm going to be a monster on Scooby-Doo. And my mother would be like, you can't do that, and I proved her wrong. So there. But I would love to go back. Yeah, dreams can come true. Be careful what you wish for. But I would love to actually play a monster on Scooby-Doo, like one of the zombies, one of those really kooky zombies. Loved them.
Like to be a Doctor Who assistant. No. Lou Ludkin's character. Burger Marnie. I'm not fussy, I'll take any of them.
Do you have any practical superstitions or routines you have to do before you go on set?
I have a lucky wear a pair of pants that I wear to auditions, but that's all. Yeah. Not necessarily for Game of Thrones, because my character was very sort of chill and just kind of very sweet. There wasn't really too much thought that had to go into it. But there's something that I did recently. I played a very energetic and very crazy character in the series, and when they're calling you in at 5:30 in the morning and they want you to be energetic, it doesn't go down very well. So sometimes there are days where I have to sort of down a couple of coffees, but other than that, not really.
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to be very superstitious when I worked in theater a lot, but I'm not at all superstitious anymore. But what I do find is a routine. I have a very particular routine on set, especially if I'm working very early hours. Very particular diet. I meditate. I do a little bit of yoga. I meditate throughout the day to keep myself sane. I have a quiet place that I can go to. When I'm auditioning for work now, as I get older, I don't really talk about it with anybody at all. Because I used to go, I'm going up for this thing, and it's like, then it would start to build into something bigger, and people texting you going, did you get it? And you'd be like, I didn't, and then everybody be let down. And so I stopped dragging that all around, and that's been a lot lighter and easier for me. So I don't know if that answers your question. But.
Well, I have something similar. I don't think it is a superstition, but I have a routine, particularly in terms of learning words. At last thing at night, last thing before I go to sleep is to go through the scenes, read them. Not, I already know them, but I'll read them 4 or 5 times. Then I get up an hour before my pickup time and go through my scenes, reading them, then saying them out loud. And if I don't have that done, I kind of feel rushed in the day, and I try to ways of relaxing, ways of cutting off before I have to go. If you get in at 8 o'clock in the morning and you're going on at 10, you won't be going on at 10, but you might be going on at 10. So it's very important not to get over-energized or over-anxious, and just have a good relationship with the second assistant who can come and say, it's 20 minutes, and that's about the right time to do the last bit of preparation. But superstition, I don't think so. But superstition in a way is like that, doing something which avoids something, like terror.
Yes?
Obviously the show has had a lot of cast members over the years and shoots in lots of different places, so is there anyone you've missed the opportunity to work with that you really would have liked?
Wow. Yeah. Well, I would love to work with the majority of the cast. I never get to see them, at all. But I love the character of Cersei. I'd love to work with Queen Henry. I think that'd be amazing. That's a really cool narrative and storyline. I love all that world. Whenever those scenes come up, they're mind-blowingly delicious. I love all that evil.
I've worked with him already, but not on Game of Thrones. Liam Cunningham. I'd love to work with him. I mean, basically, I probably saw of the cast who were currently working last year, maybe 4% of the cast. I mean, you're in your own little family, your own world, and that's what you do. There are some crossovers, so it's a huge cast, a huge crew, and you basically see very few people. Bump into them.
here.
times.
Many people
right.
here, I mean.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, well, I don't know about anyone else, but I tend to see more people at Comic-Cons than I do actually working. But I think I'd really like to work with things
George Farmer, please go to the cafe. Thank you.
He doesn't want work. I did.
I don't know, because we and Kerry actually never got to work together, and we were always kind of wishing that could be different because we just missed each other season-wise. But yeah, I think that I was quite lucky in that I meet quite a lot of the cast. The only one thing I didn't get to meet that I kind of missed out on would probably be Jason Momoa, and I really fancy him, so that would be awesome.
I met Jason.
It's not a competition.
Well, it is. I met Peter Dinklage. Shut up.
Any more questions? Yeah.
You managed to come away with any souvenirs for the set?
I kept my ears randomly for a while. They were in my medicine cabinet in my little wash bag. And then I took them out one day and I kind of put them to one side. And my flatmate went, "What the hell is that? It's so disgusting." And I was like, "Oh, they're my ears from Game of Thrones." He was like, "Throw them in the garbage. It's disgusting." Because they were initially blue, of course, like the White Walker, bluish gray. But after a period of time, they kind of turned yellowy, and there's all glue on them. They're disgusting, actually. So I threw them in a bin. And everybody's been like, "You could have sold them on eBay for millions of pounds." But no, I don't think so. I just threw them in the bin.
I kept my face.
Oh.
Quite literally, yeah. Like, because when they took it off, they would take it off all in one piece. So I have got a couple versions of that, which surprisingly was actually my sister's idea. I've got a couple molds of my head, which is cool. And then I've got the stag. Both Liam and I kept a stag each. And then I kept little hair ties. I really shouldn't be saying this, should I?
Me.
So I was 11 when I first got the role, and when I went for my first costume fit, there was a little bit of fabric from my dress that had been cut off, and I snatched it, and I still have that. But that's not the only one. It's just like a tiny bit of throwaway fabric. But I was really little. So yeah.
I took nothing. However, it's interesting. I have at home in various places all the lenses I've ever worn, all the teeth I've ever had, all kinds of things. I did a Scottish thing called Still Game, and I played a man who was 7 feet tall with a big belly. So I got the belly stuck in my attic, and somehow you think, well, this will come in useful somewhere. Of course, they're just lying around. But unless you want to scare your friend.
Yes. It's pretty amazing. It is. That's the short of it. It's pretty incredible. I mean, when my scene sort of was first shown at the end of season 2, you know, when I first came in on the horseback, it had aired in the United States and Canada before it aired here. So my news feed on Facebook and Twitter just went skyrocket. In the morning, I just woke up to all this craziness. Yeah, it felt really weird. It felt crazy. Oh my goodness, it was wild. But what I do love most about watching things that I've filmed, everything that I've ever filmed, is I love the story that I remember seeing from the other side, you know? Like for every scene you see, I have a mirror image of that. I see the crew, the cameras, the other people who were there, the makeup people, the people who, you know, you shared the day with. All those memories come back somewhere in all of that, and that's quite magical.
I'm excited and proud, I think, to be part of it. It's really of the highest quality. And it's great to be involved in that. I think the other thing, you're sitting here asking questions and people having blogs and whatever, it's quite discombobulating to be part of something that big. Game of Thrones. 3 words, practically every human being on the planet has some relationship to it, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing because most of the time you're sort of waiting maybe like a year to a year and a half before something comes out in the film, and you forget things, you forget what scenes you do, you forget the people, and then as soon as you watch it, it just all comes flooding back, and it's an amazing feeling. It's like, it just always makes you feel like it never ended, and obviously it does, but you've always got that sort of digital memory of it, and it will be there for forever.
Yeah, I think pride would be the biggest thing for me, because I am from Northern Ireland and so much of it's done there. And you get some really beautiful Swedish shops with the little words and stuff, and it's like it's more of a pride than like where I'm from to like be so beautiful. And yeah, because Game of Thrones is kind of one of the first shows that's been filmed in Northern Ireland, and it's kind of given us a bit of a reboot after the troubles. So it was, yeah, really, really proud of it. Yeah, that's the word that sticks out to me.
Yes.
What's the worst injuries you've sustained on set, if any?
I mean, my stuff was really easy. I think I stubbed my toe once or twice. That was it.
Kerry got some pretty serious burns.
No, actually, apart from almost falling off walls, when we were filming that scene, they were very good with using as little CGI as possible, and they just used sort of camera angles, and they had real things sort of around me. They were about a metre away, and they did angles and stuff to make it a lot closer than it was. And as we were filming one of the scenes, they had the camera here, and there was some flames in front of me, but the wind started blowing them towards me, and I was kind of looking at it thinking, it's getting. And then, but obviously, they just thought I was really good at acting. But
He's not actually.
That was all very, very real. But they didn't tell me that my costume was sprayed with anti-vandal stuff.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I've
in
fallen off my
just
horse.
over 5 minutes, we have cosplay on a budget in the cosplay zone.
Cosplay on
so
a
head
budget?
to the cosplay zone if you have a great idea on how to
Fine.
lower your budget on cosplay. Or
Yeah,
if
Myrcella
you're just starting
Baratheon,
out and you want
the
to learn how to
director,
do it
wanted
shoestring.
to
So,
try
head
to
the
see.
cosplay zone for cosplay
All right,
budget.
already. She wanted to see if I could get off the horse in one. What she wanted was for me to ride in on the horse. But all in one big motion. It has to be really fast. And then they went action, and I rode in, and I stopped, and I just went. And I think you can see it like in the Game of Thrones bloopers. I just literally face planted. But I did it eventually, but it just didn't look as seamless as we thought it would look, so they never used it. But I didn't hurt myself because I protected my face with the rubber baby.
I have no injuries to report.
Cosplay on a budget in room 3. Any other questions? Yes.
Has being in the show changed your life?
Yes. Yes, it has changed my life a lot. But you know, the shows that I did prior to this changed my life as well, because without having done Bear Behaving Badly, which was a kids show that I worked on, which got me into, strangely, Clash of the Titans, which then got me into Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones got me into Doctor Who, and through that, I've ended up doing a numerous amount of work from, which is not monster work as well, which is really great. So yeah, it has changed my life, and I've renovated into my loft as well, which is great.
Yeah, certainly, particularly with Americans, I think, for American films and series. The fact that it's there, whether or not they've seen it, it elevates your status without any question.
like in the way that I can change someone else's life. So like it's crazy because you get people that actually look up to you, and that's a really weird feeling. And at the same time, it makes you feel amazing that you actually have that kind of impact on someone else. And who's good.
Yeah, in a way, I guess, because I mean, it's very weird, me and Kerry, and all the kids in the show being so young, being in this age. But then, you kind of go home at the end of the day and your mum's like, have you tidied your bedroom? So it doesn't really change much in that aspect.
What's your favourite scene that you filmed?
My favourite was probably my boat scene when I was going away. Just because that was that was the last thing that I shot too, so it was like, tears were partially like, I don't want to go! Great acting. Yeah, it was just a really good scene. Lots of my friends were there, and it was a nice way to run it off. Yeah.
Mine would have been the transition from filming in my room to filming at the wall. Just because it was a completely different atmosphere. There was so many different people, and everyone was just sort of joking around, having a laugh, and yeah, it was a really nice atmosphere.
I really enjoyed my death in season 3, and, exploring that, getting stabbed and busting into millions of pieces and all of that jazz. Yeah, because we did it in so many different ways. We tried so many different options, shot so many different options. It was just a lot of fun to be like all, wow, that kind of thing.
You don't even need to watch the show now.
Yeah, so like it.
For me, a scene with Myrcella Baratheon, who's a Northern Irish actress, fantastic actress. Quite a simple scene where I was counselling her after her father died, trying to reassure her that everything would be alright.
Any more questions? Yeah.
When you auditioned and got the roles, was it something you were allowed to talk about, or did you have to keep it to yourself?
When we auditioned?
When you actually got the roles?
Strangely, they were very matter of fact with me. I think they already knew that they kind of wanted to use me, generally. So, but I'd never heard of this show before, so I just went in and they were a bit like, can you do this? Can you ride a horse? And I was like, I can't ride a horse. They were like, would you ride a horse? We taught you. I was like, sure. Do you have sword fighting? Yeah. It was a bit like, I wasn't really sure. They were like, well, we really want you to kind of do this. It was that way. But they never really said, don't talk about it. It wasn't really until I shot it that I realized that this is a real big deal. And then when we were on set, everybody was taking out their cameras and taking pictures of me as the White Walker, and Dave and Dan just went, oh guys, yeah, like you can't take pictures of the White Walker, don't put it on the internet, But everybody was doing it, even they were doing it. They were like, wow, this is really cool. And then they were like, no, don't do that. And then it was a big thing after that. I didn't really have the need to tell anybody though, but it kind of felt like it was a big deal afterwards. Doctor Who, on the other hand, is really like, wow, like don't tell anybody you're doing it, on it, or it even exists. That's it.
When I was offered the part, my agent immediately put it on her website, and the following morning had a call from LA, get that off your website. we decide when we publicise it, which was an indication of how careful they are, or over-controlling.
Paranoid.
Well, I already kind of had an idea of, the whole keeping things on the down low.